Blox Fruits has 39 different fruits within the game, and there's a lot to talk about when it comes to PvP. So today, we're going to do an entire tier list on the best and worst fruits for PvPing within Blox Fruits. Let's get into it. Before this video begins, this video is sponsored by U7Buy. U7Buy is a website that allows you to buy fruits, boosting anything Blox Fruit related and Roblox related. You can use the code Philly to get 5% off at checkout. Make sure to check them out in the description below. And a big thank you to U7Buy for sponsoring this video. Okay, so as you can see, this is our tier list. We've got all the fruits in the game. Now, there's a lot of them, so we're just going to have to bang through this really quickly. So, we're going to start with the spring fruit. Guys, utter trash. What are we doing, right? Spring fruit is completely garbage. There is no point to using this fruit whatsoever. And after the spring fruit, of course, we have the mythical, the legendary, the one, the only bomb fruit. Now, of course, we're going to put that in God tier. It doesn't deserve any other place. No, but for real, it's trash. I did that last time on my tier list video, and people legitimately believed me. So, guys, it's trash. Don't use it. Okay, so the next fruit is going to be the portal fruit, and this fruit is absolutely insane. Not only does it have absolutely insane levels of movement and the ability to literally turn invisible and reappear somewhere else, like that is such a broken ability people do not understand, but it also gives you the dimensional rift once you get max mastery. I don't have it, but you can literally domain expansion people. It's ridiculously overpowered, which is why it's going exactly straight to God tier. The portal fruit is one of, if not the best fruit in the game for PvP. You could easily make the argument that it is the best fruit, but some people disagree, some people won't. Now, after that, of course, we have our beautiful little smoke fruit, and this, guys, is going straight into trash. Like, it's just not usable in PvP. You should basically never, ever use it in PvP. After that, we have our self-control fruit, and I'm gonna say this fruit's okay. I don't think it's completely trash. It's definitely usable. I wouldn't say it's good, but I wouldn't say it's bad or horrible either. It's okay. It's usable. After that, of course, we're going to have the T-Rex fruit. Now, in my opinion, the T-Rex fruit is highly underrated. I think it's actually an insanely good fruit for PvP, and basically it all comes down to one ability. The best move that the T-Rex fruit has to offer is definitely going to be the Screech ability. This ability allows you to combo so easily, right? So easily. Like, you don't even need to be good at comboing people in order to use that ability. It's so broken. But of course, you get access to the massive transformation. And again, this ability becomes even better once you get it, because you can just spam it with other abilities. It's a super easy fruit to use, and it's just really good in my opinion. Which is why I'm going to put it in good. I'm not going to say it's God tier, because I do think there's another fruit that's very similar that is basically the better version of this fruit. After that, we have the spike fruit. And boys, this is going straight. This is straight to trash tier, boys. I don't know why you would use Spike in PvP. It is not good. Please do not use that fruit. But after Spike, of course, we've got ourselves the beautiful flame fruit. And I'm going to say this one's probably an okay tier as well. It's definitely usable. It has an awakening. It does become pretty good. I wouldn't say it's good, but I would say it's okay. Bird fruit. Yep. We all know where this one's going, right? Nothing needs to be said about that thing. Piece of crap. After that, we have the sand fruit. Now, I'm going to put this one in okay. Now, I could definitely put it in good, but I'm being a little bit harsh today. I'm going to say the sand fruit is probably an okay fruit. I wouldn't say it's good, but it definitely is very close to being in good, but I wouldn't say it's at the same level of T-Rex. The awakening's good. I just don't think it has the effort to get there and make it to good tier. Now, the next fruit, of course, is going straight to good. The dark fruit is highly underrated. It's really easy to get, and it's actually really good for PvP. It has some really good, like, pulling abilities. It's a very strong fruit, and you can combo really well with it. I'm definitely going to put that one in the good. It's also good for fighting sky campers, which you will see a lot of, so definitely a good fruit. After that, we have the diamond fruit, and I'm not going to lie, boys, if you're using the diamond fruit, I don't really know what you're doing. I mean, it has, like, one ability to turn yourself diamond and make you do, like, less damage. I mean, apart from that ability, if you don't really like using fruits and you just want to take less damage in PvP and use, like, swords and fighting styles, it's alright, I guess, but, like, the rest of the abilities kind of low-key suck, and I don't really know why you'd want this fruit. But I can't say it's completely trash, because it definitely is usable. As I said before, if you don't like using other fruits, you just want to use swords and fighting styles, there you go. it's okay. The next fruit we have, of course, is going to be the light fruit. Now, as much as I love the light fruit, I don't really think it's like the greatest fruit for PvP. It definitely has some good abilities. I mean, the flight's good, but when you get low health, it's really slow and kind of useless. If it was fast all the time, it would be good. This ability is pretty good. The light speed destroyer ability is a good combo ability that you can kind of lean into. I'm gonna say the light fruit is good. Right? I don't think it's god tier, nowhere near god tier. I could even put it maybe down here, but I think it's a pretty solid place for it to be in the good tier. Now, the rubber fruit, I'm gonna say is good as well. It definitely has some really good combos that you can definitely pull off and do some absolutely crazy stuff with. But apart from that, like, there are just better fruits to use. I wouldn't say it's okay. I would say it's good. All right, so the next fruit we have, of course, is going to be the barrier. Now, honestly, if I could put this thing in a tier of its own, I absolutely would. You know what? There you go. Problem solved. It absolutely sucks. Don't use that fruit. Actually, I lied. If you verse me in PvP, please use the barrier fruit. All right, after that, of course, we have ourselves the ice fruit. Now, the ice fruit is really, really good. Of course, I don't have any mastery on it. Okay, listen, don't shoot the messenger, okay? I know. I don't use this fruit. I have, though, in the past. Just not on this account. The ice fruit is like a very few fruits that can just make you not be able to move the entire fight. It's really annoying to fight. I hate versing people that use ice. It has good damage. You can't move when you fight it. It's goated. Make sure you awaken all the abilities apart from the C move. Apart from that, though, really good fruit. Which is why I'm going to put this in good tier. I think it could very much go to god tier, but I'm just going to put it in good tier for now. I don't think it's earned the god tier spot quite yet. After that, though, we have the scummiest of all scum fruit. No, listen. The dough fruit is really, really good. I hate people that use this fruit because it is so annoying to verse. But basically, the whole point of this fruit is to make it so you can't move. It's very similar to ice fruit, but it also does a ridiculous amount of damage. And then you can't move the whole time, too. It's just really a double whammy. Like, look at this. They can't move, man. And then you can throw abilities. I hate this fruit. And for that reason, guys, we've got ourselves our second god tier fruit. The dough fruit is broken beyond measure, but it is really hard to get all the awakened abilities for it. So honestly, it kind of deserves to be in god tier for how difficult it is. But really good fruit, nonetheless. Okay, we're gonna have to start speedrunning these because this video is getting really, really long. So spin fruit, trash. Don't use the spin fruit. Ghost fruit, I would say it's okay. It's not great, not amazing. What else have we got here? Love fruit. Okay, it's pretty decent. Quake fruit. Nah, it's okay. Can be okay once it's awakened. Chop fruit, again, it's okay because you can avoid sword damage completely. So if you're versing a sword main, chop fruit is okay, but the abilities kind of suck, so it's kind of like diamond fruit. Rocket fruit, of course, that's no, I'm gonna not make that joke again. All right, listen, trash, don't use it. All right, guys, you knew this one was coming eventually. The kitsune fruit, right? The kitsune is one of the most broken fruits in the entire game. We know this, guys. We know this. It's so boring, right? Look, its abilities are long-ranged. Its abilities can stun. Its abilities can burn. You can transform into a goddamn kitsune. You can run faster than the light fruit can fly. It is absolutely the most broken fruit in the entire game. It has M1s built into the kit. There's nothing this fruit literally can't do. Which is why it's going straight to the tippity top of god tier. There's really no reason I can't put it in god tier. If anything, it deserves its own tier. It's broken. Honestly, Awakened Magma is pretty solid, but not really that great for PvP. I think it's okay, but a lot of the damage that you get from magma comes from people standing inside the magma, which people aren't really gonna let you do. I mean, combine that with like one grab ability, which is like semi-okay, ride it combos. I mean, it can be an okay fruit to use, but I definitely wouldn't put it anywhere near god tier. Which is why I'm gonna put it in good. I don't think it deserves any higher than that. It's very strong, but yeah. Alright, this video is still getting very long. I need to speed run some fruits, boys. What are we doing? Shadow fruit, I'm gonna say it's okay. What else we got here? Blizzard fruit, very good. I wouldn't say it's god tier. Gravity fruit, trash. Don't use that. All right, horrible. The Phoenix fruit. Why would you ever use that in PvP? Completely trash. It only heals, basically. There's really no reason to use it. The Pain fruit, again, trash. Basically, don't use it. It's really hard to aim with it, and there's just way better fruits. The Spider fruit, I would say, is pretty good once it's awakened. Not a lot of people use it, but it is pretty solid. Now, the Sound fruit, interesting. I'm going to say this one's good because it genuinely has some really good damage. The mobility on it is pretty good as well. All right, after that, we, of course, have the biggest coward fruit of all time. This is the fruit that everyone loves to use when they don't really want to PvP you, but they will still attack you first for some reason. This, my friends, is the Rumble fruit. And now, if you do any sort of damage to the people that are using the Rumble fruit, this is what they're going to do, right? They're going to go, oh, oh no, I took damage. I better run away, because that's what they do every single time. So if you like a fruit like that, then the rumble fruit is perfect. No, but for real, the rumble fruit is really cool. It has some of the most OP abilities in the game. I mean, look at that. That's so cool. Lightning Beast is really cool too. Thunderstorm is really strong. That's a stun move, by the way. It's a massive stun ability. And then Sky Judgment is really good when you get him in that Thunderstorm ability. And then, of course, you have 3 Flash Steps as well, which is very strong as well. I'm gonna say the Rumble Fruit is God tier. I wouldn't say it's as strong as maybe all the rest of them, but I would say it definitely deserves its place in God tier. It is really strong. Now, after that, we have the Dragon Fruit. As it currently stands, I'm gonna say Dragon's okay, but until the rework comes out, Dragon's probably gonna be the best fruit in the game once the rework comes out, hopefully. So this is probably going to move up to God tier if you're watching this after the Dragon rework. But for now, it's pretty, it's not very good. So I'm going to put it in okay. Shout out to everyone who uses a Buddha fruit, all my Buddha spammers out there, right? Now, the problem with Buddha fruit, you see, is that most people who use the Buddha fruit don't really, know how to use the Buddha fruit at all. Most people will just transform and try to M1 everyone, and that's how they'll try to play the game. But the few people that actually use, the Soul Guitar, they use their abilities and stuff like that, those are the people that you actually need to be worried about. So for the people that only know how to M1, I'm gonna say this fruit is absolutely trash. There's really not a lot of real good reason. You're just such a massive target, and you're not very quick either. But for the people that actually do know how to use this fruit, you are definitely a good tier fruit, because, it's actually crazy if you know what you're doing. After that is going to be the Mammoth fruit, and honestly, this fruit's okay. It's not even close to being in good tier, though. The T-Rex is kind of just the better version of it, in my opinion. It's really weird, right? Because the Kitsune is a better version of T-Rex, and T-Rex is a better version of Mammoth. I don't know how that works, but it kind of does, and it makes sense, right? So it's just, I don't know. The Mammoth fruit kind of sucks, low-key. After that, we've got the Venom fruit. Now, again, this is similar to Magma, right? Because you actually have to stand in this, pool to take the most amount of damage from this fruit. But this fruit is just, I would say, better than Magma, because the abilities are really long range. You can transform. You can get this massive fog that just covers, the entire map, and is really hard to avoid. So I'm going to say this fruit definitely deserves its good tier. I'm not going to say it's God tier, but it's, I would say just a bit higher than the Magma fruit. After that, we, of course, have the Spirit fruit. Now, the Spirit fruit's good. I wouldn't say it's, the most insane PvP fruit in the entire game. I'm going to put it in good tier. I don't think it's God tier. I think it's good. Alright guys, with that we have one final fruit, and that is going to be the Leopard fruit. Now, the Leopard fruit, definitely God tier. The amount of spam that you can do with the Leopard fruit, plus its mobility, and it's definitely God tier, right? It's actually pretty crazy, I'm not gonna lie. But guys, with that is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed. If you guys would have done anything differently, make sure to comment down below. Let me know. I know you guys are gonna get really angry in the comment section, as you always do. But let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.